Claret will be the new Electric Armorer S rank agent, and she will release in the first half of version 3.2, which will arrive around 9th of September. And keep in mind that her kit is subject to change. Claret is an upcoming S-rank Electric Armorer agent who specializes in switching between her Forging Hammer and Blood Axe. By building enough sharpness, she can activate her EX special attack to transform into the Blood Axe and enter Crimson Inscription for 16 seconds. While off-field, this duration no longer decreases, allowing her to maintain the stance throughout team rotations. Outside of Crimson Inscription, Claret fights using her hammer with straightforward basic and special attacks. Once transformed, she gains an entirely new Blood Axe moveset featuring faster, stronger slashes. After successfully triggering Maim, a powerful bonus damage effect caused by consuming Gash, she can immediately follow up with Blood Axe Return, an invulnerable finishing attack. Claret's entire kit revolves around sharp damage, a unique damage type that scales with defense instead of attack. Every sharp damage hit builds Gash on enemies, and once enough Gash is accumulated, enemies gain a Gash stack. Her Blood Axe Special and EX Special attacks consume these Gash stacks to trigger Maim, dealing additional electric damage while also generating personal resources for her strongest abilities. Her main burst skill is Blood Burial Onslaught, a powerful spinning attack that consumes all personal resources. Every resource consumed increases the attack's damage by 6.5%, making resource management one of the most important parts of her gameplay. Her chain attack and ultimate both unleash multiple powerful slashes that deal massive electric damage while instantly applying a stack of Gash. Her chain attack also has the unique ability to flow directly into her EX special attack without consuming sharpness, while extending the duration of Crimson Inscription for even longer field time. Claret's core passive also replaces the normal critical damage calculation with laceration damage, a unique critical damage system designed specifically for her kit. While in Crimson Inscription, she gains increased interruption resistance, 35% critical rate, and 25% increased damage for her Blood Axe skills, significantly increasing her overall damage output. Her additional ability requires another stun or armorer agent in the squad. Teammates continuously help build Gash, while stun characters can directly trigger Maim with their heavy special attacks. Every Maim activates Gleaming Edge Unveiled, increasing penetration ratio by 20% and daze by 10% for up to 10 seconds. This buff can be extended, shared between teammates, and even triggers Claret's Quick Assist, making her a highly synergistic damage dealer that rewards coordinated team play and constant Gash and Maim management. Now let's talk about her best W engine options. Her signature W engine will obviously be her best W engine option. Its substat increases defense by 48%. It increases crit rate by 25%. When the equipper's attack hits an enemy and triggers a sharp strike, they gain 1 stack of Enhance, which increases their electric damage by 7% for 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Repeated triggers refresh the duration of all Enhance stacks. This effect can trigger once every 0.1 seconds. When the equipper reaches 3 stacks of Enhance, it additionally increases their electric sharp damage by 12%. For an A rank option, you can use Blood Marrow Coffer. Its substat increases crit rate by 20%. When the equipper's crit rate exceeds 100%, every 1% of crit rate above that increases their damage dealt by 0.4%. up to a maximum increase of 20%. Another A rank option you can use is Caddy Luck. Its substat increases defense by 40%. It increases the equipper's defense by 6%. When casting an X special attack, their defense is further increased by 6% for 15 seconds. Repeated triggers reset the duration. Now let's talk about her best main stats and substats. For her best main stats, you can use crit rate on slot 4, penetration ratio on slot 5, and defense on slot 6. Crit rate supports her sharp damage and remains useful even after reaching 100%. Penetration ratio stacks well with Gleaming Edge Unveiled and Rena's penetration ratio support, while defense directly increases her sharp damage and helps meet her kit's defense requirements. For her best substats, you can use crit rate, defense, and penetration. Crit rate and defense are her 2 highest priority substats. Even after reaching 100% crit rate, additional crit rate is still valuable, but it should not come at the cost of missing the required defense breakpoint. A balanced build with enough defense and high crit rate will perform more consistently than focusing on only one of these stats. Now let's talk about her best disk drive sets. Her best 4-piece set will be Thorned Rose. Its 2-piece set increases defense by 16%. According to its 4-piece set, the equipper's damage increases by 15%. When the equipper's initial defense is at least 1,000 or 1,800, their crit rate increases by 8% or 16% respectively. For the remaining 2-piece set, you can use Soul Rock. Its 2-piece set increases defense by 16%, or you can also use the Woodpecker Electro set. Its 2-piece set increases crit rate by 8%. Now let's talk about her best teams. Her best team is Claret, Roxy, and Rena. For now, this is the only best team she has. We will also talk about some substitutes later in the video, but obviously her teams will get better with the release of more armorer agents. Claret deals defense-scaling sharp damage, applies Gash, triggers Maim, and spends personal resources. Roxy activates Claret's additional ability because she is a stun character. While she is active, her attacks can add Gash value to the target through Bloodline Legacy. Her special and X-special heavy attacks can also trigger Maim once per skill, giving Claret personal resources before the main damage dealer returns to the field. Roxy's core passive rewards a build with more than 1,500 initial defense. Every point above that value raises her attack by 1.4 and impact by 0.2, up to a maximum increase of 1,000 attack and 60 impact. This improves her ability to build days while still dealing useful damage during the setup phase. When Roxy reaches at least 65% crit rate during combat, she increases the crit rate of armorer characters by 16%. She also increases an enemy's daze vulnerability by 30% when an ally hits it. Once the target becomes stunned, its stun duration is extended by 2 seconds, giving Claret more time to complete Starforge, trigger Maim, and use Blood Burial Onslaught. Rena shares pen ratio with the rest of the squad while Drusilla or Anastella is deployed. The buff equals 25% of Rena's own pen ratio plus 12%. Up to a maximum of 30%. This stacks naturally with Claret's Disc 5 and the pen ratio granted by Gleaming Edge Unveiled. Because both characters use electric damage, Rena's additional ability is active in this team. Shock applied by any squad member lasts 3 seconds longer. While a shocked enemy is on the field, the entire squad gains 10% electric damage. Rena's X special attack, chain attack, and ultimate trigger a quick assist. This helps the player move from support setup into Roxy's stun phase or Claret's burst without relying on a slower manual switch. For substitutes, you can use Kaleda, Trigger, Von Lycan, Norma, Nicole, and Chingy. Well, that's it for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this small channel to show your support. I will see you guys in the next one.